Hello, and welcome to the very first and not very organic intro. It's been a hot minute since I've played Dream Daddy. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, see, it works. The bot works in the new chat box. I guess if anyone's like solely watching just the Dream Daddy stuff, by any chance, I have had I've had COVID, and that's why I stopped playing this, because it required me to speak well. So I might take more frequent breaks. That won't really affect the recording much, but more the stream. I will be taking more frequent breaks as I talk, because I already wasn't good at talking, so now I have a cough that lingers. But anyway, I think we're good to get started. I don't remember what we were doing. We just went on a date with Matt. Amanda accepted? That's spoilers? It's been a month. Just about a month since I played this. A little over. When changing a tire, make sure to tighten the bolts in a starfish pattern. Now remember this last time. It always freezes on the first loading screen. There we go. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, Did I just speak normally for him? It's been a while. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons. I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought. Yeah. Okay, I just thought you'd want this big envelope, this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out the letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey. It's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god. I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she has had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. The dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke in your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention the students get their own studio space once they're seniors? That sounds awesome. And we get all the professional photo editing software for free? Also awesome. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's going to be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're going to be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have any bad roommates. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Oh, they let you have pets? Oh, they let you have animals in the dorm if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake. Maybe both. With a snake and a rabbit, though? Oh boy. I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know how I had that talk with Mr. Vega? He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No? Thank you, Mystic, for making me quench my thirst. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay, she looks so tired. Or sad, or both. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There are going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. Oh. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Dad, tip number 51. You can save bookmarks directly to your desktop.
You've got dads.
Craig. Hey, buddy. So I have a favor to ask. Hit me. Robert invited me over for dinner. And I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years, and I still can't get a good read on him. And I know it's good to be super awkward if I go by myself. It's gonna be super awkward. Will you please come with me? I love food. I especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. He's always sweaty. I really hope that's a sweat of relief. Eat that dinner. Don't trust anyone who likes their meat well done. Okay. Please remember to call us once in a while. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food. But why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Which one was Robert? That's not gonna help me. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Craig and I decide to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Only I'm not that thirsty yet, although look at him. Yeah, this is for the best. Thank you, Oni. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand.
Hey!
Bud? You caught me thirsting over some dad, you did. Miles, bro, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him.
Oh.
And And so it begins. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. I caught you. You did. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first. Which one was Robert?
Dude.
I mean, I'll see in a minute. One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can.
Oh.
Come here, Bud. Come here to me. How about we thirst over some dads together, eh? I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still, if he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell. This looks suspiciously like where I met Matt. But the doorbell won't chime. Was Robert the guy I made out with? Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Ooh! Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. Red, I feel like that's the guy I made out with. 1 second. This is uncharted territory, Miles. What if he's the one... changing voices all the time. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet. Yeah, it was. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me.
Oh.
Miles, didn't know you'd be tagging along.
Oh.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Come on in. Something tells me you two have a history. Perhaps. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourself at home. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you had a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll come down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dog fighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I'll probably have to take you both to the ER. Greg and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, okay. Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like osobuco? Osobuco? Osobuco. I don't know what that is. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers. Was the dog fighting thing real or was he kidding? I don't know.
Bro.
What's osobuco? My thoughts exactly. I don't know. Did he make up that word? Until I have osobuco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, talking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. That's true.
Nice.
Robert finally walks into the room carrying 3 plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dinner table. Don't trust them. So you never know what can happen at those dinner tables. Gossip. So we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Oh, that's real people plates. Are those boomerangs above your TV, sir? Just getting a good glance of this room. Is that a hose down there? That's a little doggy bed. Yeah. A lot of drinks. Some foliage. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat? Maybe? Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Hey.
Oh my god. I take another bite. The medley of flavor in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender and the risotto. I think that's what it is. It's so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this?
Mm-hmm.
I fished it out of the dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a dumpster.
Hey.
Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. Look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it.
Oh.
I gotta stop looking at these dudes' bulges. Because, like, it's just above the text box here. I can't help it. Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decided to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash. One night, I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. Madrid? I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before.
Hey.
In the middle of ditching, when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they end up liking me so much they offer me a job. I do. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side. Thank you, Mystic. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship?
Hey.
Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good, I kind of don't care. That's amazing.
Oh.
It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. This osso buco is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up.
Oh.
Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Help yourself. Save room for dessert. I made lemon berry Savarin ice cream.
Oh.
Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Dude.
Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig. I'm gonna go get seconds. Sensing a history. Hey Tunes, do an evil laugh as if you were a villain. I need to hear it. I don't know how to do evil laughs. Like, I don't know how actors do that. Cause, like, it's hard to make it not sound silly, but still, like, continuing a laugh. You know, I don't know. Definitely sensing a history. Me too. After consuming way more ossobuco than my body could handle, then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever Savarin was, Craig and I decide to head out.
Oh.
Try your best. Let it sound silly. Perfect. Thank you. Excuse me. Monsters get me burpees. I don't have burpees on the list. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if you're also Busco, and if there's also Busco. Also Buco involved. Laserdisc is clearly
Welcome. You've got dads.
I have one route, and it's him. We reweed it. My words are so bad right now. Let me reread everything. Get the grips again. Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. On Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup, one drip at a time, baby. If you had one thing to take with you into a desert island, what would it be? Fine tunes to pass the days away. What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. What do you want to be when you grow up? What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. What's your favorite movie genre? Shit with subtitles. What's your ideal date? We go to the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. I do have those as well. You spend a lot of time thinking about, where did writing commas into song titles come from, and where did it go? We all just agree that it's a bad idea. Words. I message him. Whistle while you work. Can't do the Gravity Falls theme that well. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? Feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father! Wanna go to the Coffee Spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff? Amanda? Are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? I'll grab my laptop and leather-bound journal. Oh, it's that one again. Is that Miles? No, Matt's kid? I don't remember. But they were at the club. Or maybe it was a kid that Miles knew. I remember. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee shop. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar, pierced face. Pablo! Hey. What voice do they have? Look at you. You got these like me. That's a plus. Hey, sure the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night? That's not right. Amanda casts a sideway glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I'm a father to and I'm very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow, to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Change the subject. Defend witch house. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Tempting. This would distract him, but then he... Change the subject. Anyways, Pablo, I didn't know you worked here. Oh yeah, man, today's my first day. Matt's still training me. Miles! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five, as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. How did you sound? I've forgotten all of these voices. I see you met my newest employee. I don't know, he's cool, but he's also nerdy. So I don't know how that sounds. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Vale starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey.
All right, Pablo. Now, what do we do with customers again? Right. Yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty, caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin latte, please. Pumpkin spice latte. A classic. And you? Americano football, decaf for cutie. And Father John Misto. Decaf for cutie. Decaf for cutie, please. Don't want too much caffeine. Decaf? Sounds like you're settling. I have a very early bedtime that I just can't miss. Oh, the sound of settling is a Death Cab for Cutie song, which was the band this was a pun off of. That I know, and I was hoping he would respond in kind. So when I said it sounded like you were settling, I'm gonna stop talking now. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple of hours, and I was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely! Pablo brings us our drinks, and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. What could it mean? Are we gonna get dad zoned? Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? No. I mean, I have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. Ew. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. This already brings me back to Life is Strange. I'm missing Haven Springs so much. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent. But really, I think it's just nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age, we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That is nice. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. That's why I still get games physically. Or books. Remember when we were kids? Yeah. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so we can record our favorite songs? It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Yeah. I say yeah, and it wasn't even my time. Yeah. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-pop, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Exploitation of nuns? Isn't that a movie genre? Yacht Club Miracle. Is that a reference to Yacht Club? Pretty cool if true. Fake beard arms race. Sad swears. Steady bow. Okay. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Personal questions. There's no mint here, and there's no bubblegum. The fuck is purple? Cookies and cream's pretty tasty.
Hey, yeah.
If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, or Power Violence Cherry Blossom? I'm always spouting words in any point in time. Power Violence Cherry Blossom.
Hey.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambience, howls of the bone chorus. I'm pretty sure that's just called bone trussel. The sound of rain is pretty nice. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza. Ibiza. Starting a new life in the Baltics. I don't know anything about either of these two places. Or this one for that matter. Let's get weird. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I've fabricated this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. That last one isn't a fear. Everything else, yeah. Active volcanoes after Taco Bell, if you catch my drift. I've never had Taco Bell. Ever. Because we don't really have that here. One sec. I feel... Is this getting... catching here? There. Yeah. Okay. I wear that people are nice to... That one's closest, I guess. Matt thinks for a moment. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Smokey Rolls Down the Thunder Canyon by... What? Smokey Rolls Down the Thunder Canyon by Devendra Banhart. Sounds like you need it. Sounds like what you need is some Devendra Banhart. Actually, I think everyone needs a little bit of Devendra Banhart in their lives. Whoa, dude. Thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it. Promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. I've done that. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Yeah, sounds great.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm God at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight.
Hey.
The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's a nerd?
Oh.
That nerd is my buddy Miles. Miles' beacon of human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. That's pretty metal. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mics night still on?
Hey.
Words, Alex. You know them. You've been doing them your whole life sometimes. You know it. And the third wave's gonna do a special acoustic performance. I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Hey.
Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer. I got a flyer for it right here.
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by tonight. That night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Ooh, we've begun. Will Vacant Veil be
Yeah,
playing?
sounds great.
If only. I finished paying for my record, and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a records shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. I actually haven't been inside, like, a music shop buying music. I want to say in over 10 years. Probably 15 years. Because I was definitely a teenager. And I was still in school. Because that's when our music shop here, locally, left. Thank you for quenching my thirst. And now the closest music shop is also like, they also sell like movies and DVDs. So it does a lot, and posters and stuff. Man, what a trip down my... Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. It is. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I was listening to it. That's very true. Whenever I listen to Paramore's Brand New Eyes album, I think about being on the bus going to Dublin with my older brother and his then girlfriend, because we were going to my first ever and only concert, Paramore, at the time. And Brand New Eyes was new. It was the first album I ever bought. And I listened to their songs on repeat as we were on the bus. And because of that, whenever a song of that album plays, if I hear the ending of the song, I immediately know what song is going to follow it up. I always have to run when I see a music shop because I want to basically buy all of the instruments. Fair. I still want to buy an electric drum kit at some point. Just for funsies. I choose to believe that's a Kingdom Hearts tattoo. I choose to believe it. Me and Matt both have Kingdom Hearts tattoos. Where wasn't I? Yeah. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggles through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was going to come from.
Hey.
All that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Same. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was.
Hey.
And then that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement. Like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do we even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I can't wish list a drum set because you're definitely... No. Only I wanted to become famous. I don't. It's not what I'm here for. I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Be good dad influence. Have date with drugs. I can see the deleted messages, so yeah, it's fine. Be good dad. Have drug date. Be good dad. Have drug date. Sorry, Amanda. Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me.
Sounds great.
Ah, Molly's got a hookup. Says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop.
Hey.
Why is it nighttime? Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it, I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in the state, right? Fair. I definitely knew that.
Oh.
But we live in dangerous times, Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? So then they could have just gone to like a shop to buy it then. Right? Because that was also in Haven in Life is Strange. There was like a weed shop. We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear.
Huh?
Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty, greasy dumpsters shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman.
Hmm.
Of course. Surprised, the person almost jumped out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damon's son. Who sent you?
Wait.
We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is Prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. Show him you're not wearing a wire. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. Cite mutually assured destruction. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us. We have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right. Now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. All right. How much do you want? One drugs, please. One what?
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much? One? Oh, I don't even do drugs and this is funny. Oh my god, look. Here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. So I'll forget this ever happened.
Oh.
I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it, take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree.
Hey.
That went smoothly. Yeah. We should get off of public property before we smoke this.
Hey.
Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Woo! You have a wall piano! A wall piano! And bookcases. And a ladder leading up to your second floor. I want to live here! I could just, like, jump over the railing onto the couch. I want that! And you got spotlights. This is a cool place. I want to live here. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs.
Oh.
Awesome! Let's do some drugs. Matt pulls one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters, and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection. Been collecting my whole life. Been nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Fair. Matt sits down next to me, and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house.
Hey, dude.
You have a table? It's a footstool. If you say so. Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. Beatnik tobacco. He starts rolling it back and forth, and the paper breaks almost immediately. Spills drugs all over the couch.
Oh.
Never was too good at this.
Hey.
Matt tries again, and I was able to successfully roll a nice-looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's Open up the nug. Smoke some of that gateway drug. Rip that golf fairway. What would impress him? How do I impress him? Smoke some of that gateway drug? Rip that golf fairway. One of these two. What say you, Oni? Which one? Or anyone? I can't decide for myself. I must sleep with this man, you don't understand. Can I just say you are trying so incredibly hard and it's adorable. Look at him! Open up the nug? Really? It's the only one with a full stop. Golf. Now I have conflicting feelings. Because I told Queen that I'm not gonna like save and reload things if I mess things up. But I also don't want to mess things up. Oh no! Yeah. I like the joint and inhale deeply. I fucked it up! This is not what I remembered. It's been a while, though. Maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. Last time I passed the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby?
Wait, what?
Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh god.
Oh.
Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. I sniff the air. Yeah. I'll definitely explain why it smells like pizza place in here. Little punk ripped us off. Oh well. We can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right.
Hey, yeah.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mom. She died when Carmencita was young. Sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on a wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive letters reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Ooh. Were you two in a band together?
Oh.
Yeah. That was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey, yeah.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing our family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff.
Hey.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? Yeah, you mean you see this thing right here? Hard to miss.
Hey.
I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies.
Hey,
Except for the Ska Muse Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
hey,
Dude, that's so rad! Matt pulls out the piano bench.
hey.
That's on the wall. Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Hey.
I sit down at the piano. Go with the classic, stick to your ska roots anyway. Here's Wonderwall. He seemed excited about ska. So maybe I should stick with ska? Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. Wait, that was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The Deep Purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy, can you top that?
I mean,
I
don't know if I should.
I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Drop it. I just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke in the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stared at the piano for a second. Okay. That wasn't love. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Hi, kiddo. Oh, there's Bud Bud. Come on, Bud Bud. Got my little Bud Bud back here.
I'm still dead.
That's nice. Right. Heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Oh.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. The fuck just happened? Oh, I fast forwarded. I didn't mean to do that. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man. That was killer. Are you going to pull that out for the open mic night? Oh, no. I never played at those. Oh, why not? You're really good. It's just... I just don't do it anymore. I don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting comfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man. I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to the door. To my door. We live in the cul-de-sac. Not far. Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano. And
Hey.
I think we'll be fine.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I fucked up one of the things and that makes me sad. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with a camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like pizza in what smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
Whoa!
Wait. No. Hi, hungry. Ooh. No, I'm Dad. Manic collapses on the floor. You know, my bud, I know it's a bad joke, but it's a golden one. You can't laugh at it, bud. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Man and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in the band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude! Yeah, I brought it up. I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off of the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I ended up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? That song is stuck in my head all night. Date complete! I got medium nuggage?
Yeah, even Pitchfork would like that.
I got medium nuggage! I'm not doing so great on these. But I'm trying. That's all that matters. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass the room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make it out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? Knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? Crying immediately stops. All right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. Need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out. Okay. Quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. Can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep. He's okay, my bud. But when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room, makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle in the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. You need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Fucking ow! Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hang on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. Remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, but she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood there in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decide that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen, like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin. What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Underlined. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting. Somewhere around sad and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry, and it gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma Orr's going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma Orr. The one who puked in Dead Gotham Beyond? The best friend? The other one? Dad, that was me. What? I thought you were Emma P. Dad, are you doing okay? I'm getting legit worried. I've been doing a lot of gluing and varnishing in deleted spaces. Oh, I love this man. He's so nice. I've been doing a lot of gluing and varnishing in unventilated spaces. Carry on. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. Whoa, what? I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay, you're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma Orr, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama. So I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And one day I invite everyone out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. Go on. So I go to the mall anyway. I go to the food court, and who do I see but Grace, Emma P., Emma Orr, and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma Orr, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma Orr just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one? Gossipy one? Did she poop the bed too?
Huh.
Nope. No, Dad. Please stick with me. Grace is the one who nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry, and I'm really embarrassed. And I just wanted to get out of there. So I left. Without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day. And immediately drafted a super long text to a group chat asking them why they're being so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma Orr asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma Orr say? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. I have no idea what's happening. What did Emma Orr say? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma Orr says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Emma pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months, so I told her that she's being a really terrible friend. She's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, what? Wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts or read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she is at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm just venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma Orr's been there since Dad died. Can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. As mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you're secretly being a robot who has been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow, capital D, Dad, to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Not all friendships last forever. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. It sucks, but it's true. People are going to come in and out of your life. It's just how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever. So cherish your friendships while you have them. And when it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You had some good times with Emma Orr, but you guys grew apart. Learn from it and keep moving forward. There are so many new friends to make, and they're going to be so much cooler than Emma Orr and the rest. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yeah? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
I'm okay. Just need a second. Let me just be down here. Okay, I'm back. Coming back up. Coming back up. A loud ass chair. Ugh, it was so cute. I love you too, Dad. She said it. I said it too.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Sick. Another one from Craig. 1 minute. I have to check. Time's going pretty well. I might take a little break here. Pause the recording. Boop. And we're back. My shirt's just kind of doing its own thing. Okay. Ears. Matt. No, Craig texted. Hey dude, I've got the runs. Cool. Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this? By I've got the runs, I meant I feel like running. Want to come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than anything than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? It's 30 more minutes left in this meat hell marathon. There's 30. Oh, like a show, right? I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her suppressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. Go running. We're going running. By quality, not quantity. That's not how I work. Excuse me? Did this become Wii Sports? Okay, phone, you can just reset the app. I wasn't using it. It's fine. There we go. The gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills where we'll feel like we're running outdoors. I can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. I forgot he had a beard. Other runners? Will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right here with you. Just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself like I did last time. You'll do great. Ooh, a sweat meter. Awesome. It didn't tell me buttons. Oh, just mouse. Don't overexert myself. We're just going for a run.
Bro.
Excuse me? Leighton? Oh! And Brent! Oh, they worked on this game. Dan. I'm sure most of these other names are also from people that worked on the game. I just don't know them that well. Stella. Ali, yeah. I'm gonna beat you, Stella. Ross and Ryan. Later, Ross. Okay, that's a waterfall apparently.
Dude!
Bye, Ryan. We passed you, Ryan. Get behind us. Fucking go. Right? Yeah, there we go. Greg's up next. Coming for you, Greg. Come on, Greg. Come on. Later, Greg. Alright, Leighton. Coming for you. Oh, I guess not, because we're finished. Finished! I was just clicking.
That was a gold medal performance for sure.
Way to go.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I'm not even dating you and I'm winning. For fuck's sake. Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Are you ready? Save and continue. Solo from Kid Chameleon. Charlemagne. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out vinyl. Vinyl Fantasy 7 for new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon to just hang out with him. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks. They're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of those scream, cry, dancing boy concerts so Matt wouldn't have to go. A truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot. So it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready. I tried to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing and I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird, ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me that he also plays guitar, drums, and even the trumpet. He still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridges of her nose.
Aww.
Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? The FPA. I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed mixed florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for color. There. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop.
Aww.
Those sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What's the... It's the trash. You can pry these sandals from my cold, dead hands. I propose a compromise. Fine. Fine, keep them. But you're committing a heinous crime. Justice will find you one day. Come on, Dad, we gotta go. I've never seen the Coffee Spoon so packed. I spot familiar faces from the PUP concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake. Some complicated clapping with her hands and then a big hug. Miles! Hugo! I turned to see Hugo sitting at a table with none other than Damien. I smoked oregano your son sold me. Fancy seeing you two here. I gave him this kind of voice, didn't I? I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. And still not sure about yours. Well, how is it? It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. Eclectic. You guys seem mad around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa, Vacant Vale is playing a set? What? It's which house? Damien's ears perk. What is that? I don't know. Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. I head to the back room of the Coffee Spoon, where I find Matt going over some last-minute show details with Pablo. My dude! Pablo and I share a full-on sincere bro hug. Ah!
Oh.
Glad you can make it, Miles. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help? Saying man feels weird to me. Man. I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, could you remind me what other order people are going up in? Order people are going up in. Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Vale opening up the set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries. And then the third waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up and I'd still be into it, are playing a 3-person acoustic set. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir.
What?
No, absolutely not. I remember the ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened up with PUP. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. Yeah. They weren't that bad. No, you don't understand. Last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire, and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes.
What?
They're not playing here tonight. Well, they're outside, all 17 of them.
Hey.
Tell them we're full. Then who's filling their spot? I'll do it. I'll play. What are you doing?
Hey.
What? What would you even do? Stop talking! Close your mouth! The Communist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. I don't know how to play anymore! I thought that was in the house. Oh my god. I was like, what is that? Okay. Ska comes to you in the hour when you need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Miles.
Hey.
Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your... The temptation to make this my Twitter bio. Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yeah, I have one right here. Then it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not! As sure as Ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat. As long as nothing gets set on fire, I can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes. Thank you, Miles. I owe you big time. They want to force him into it. I settle back into my chair with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now, with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I got myself into? Amanda? I may have made a mistake. I told you those sandals were a bad choice. It's not that. I I agreed to pull out my ska.
Ah,
No,
hey.
absolutely not. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow, this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may have to change my last name, and I hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is going to be Fire Blast. Amanda? Or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth and that makes me even more nervous. I get it. We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know, or maybe have seen before, but would like to see again. And I'm rambling now, sorry. Get that? Oh man. So let me just bring out a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage, Vacant Veil. The crowd cheers again and Pablo bounds up to the stage, beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and keyboard and launches into his set. Thank you everyone, this one's called Witch House Never Dies, and you're next. Ominous. Oh my god, my eyes. Pablo hits the crowd with a heavy, inaccessible synth-bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk in my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for coming out to watch me play. You're my rock, Ma. Love you, honey. Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre. Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again. Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo! And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who have been tearing up the East Coast with riot punk for 3 years. 3 tears now. Years. I meant years. Good, I'm not the only one who messed that up. 3 years. Sorry, writing on my hands smudged because I'm sweating. I wouldn't have told you all I'm sweating. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have told. Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now. Put your hands together for the Third Waves. Buzzcut Molly from the Vinyl Fantasy VII takes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colourful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. Jesus. Their set is so energetic that it almost seems like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of anarchic, female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself. Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. Fair. After the Third Waves close out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. For each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There are so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano other than it has keys and you have to touch the keys to make the sounds. Also, I almost spilled the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. No joke, Dad, I'm rooting for you. You're going to knock him dead. Thanks, Manda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either. Like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, you doing okay? I'm totally fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but I just can't get the words out. I'm here.
Hey.
Alright, just making sure. I know you're gonna do great, Miles. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage. Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night.
Hey.
Now this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly the Scamus Manifesto, Miles O. Thatch. Silence. Everyone cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. Hey everyone. Good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Miles. You can call me by my stage name. Frankie Two-Tone, 5 Iron Freddy, Thomas Kalnoki. Five Iron Freddy. Crowd claps politely. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. That's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess I guess that's some good stage banter, and now I have to play a song. The song is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. Deep breath. How hard could it be? No matter how disastrous this is, I just have to make it through this whole song, and I'll have saved the day. Here goes.
Tickle that ivory.
Beautiful. What am I doing here? Am I meant to be following this? Thank you! What the fuck was I just doing? Thank you, I guess. I was doing my best. I look up the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Scar really is dead, and I killed it. Everybody Scar? Everybody Scar! Like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage, playing the guitar. We lock eyes, and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus. Beam me up, Scotty! Beam me up, Scotty.
Hey.
Beam me up to the Beam me up, Scotty, to the Ska Trek Enterprise. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school.
Hey.
Darren. We make it to the end of the song in one piece, and the crowd goes wild. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella! The crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name. They want to hear you play, man.
Hey.
Matt smiles.
Oh.
I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda and we look toward the stage. Hey, everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back.
Hey.
This one goes out to a good friend. Aw, I'm friend-zoning so hard. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile.
Hey.
Who helped me to be able to do this again.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hey, dude.
This is an old one from Stillness the Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again.
Hey.
Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing.
Oh.
It was certainly a sight. Do they make instrumental dark wave ska? Probably. I'm not sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seemed excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he wasn't played since he lost Rosa. What? I didn't realize. It suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. Yeah, that was obvious. Oh, Miles is as dense as I am when it comes to subtle cues. Oh, yay, I'm really connecting with him now. I really don't pick up on anything. And oblivious is the word I wanted, but dense is the first one that came to mind when it comes to me. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the street as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmesia to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're gonna paint our nails and start a punk band! You do you, kids. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll wake them up figuratively instead. Nice. Matt and Carmesia bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple stragglers on their way out of the coffee shop. Ooh, this time it's not just me. Hey, Matt.
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude. Need help closing up?
Hey.
I'd love that. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's gonna go far.
Hey, yeah.
We head back into the coffee spoon and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Thanks for saving me from myself up there.
Hey.
All in all, it ended up being pretty cute. Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do a street performance down the road and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again?
Oh.
Yeah, it really did. I heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it had been that long. Yeah. Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out. He takes a deep breath. I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is not exactly the best for performing live music. But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing music for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. I haven't felt like that for a long time. Until tonight. What changed?
Hey.
You. Blood rushed to my face.
Oh.
When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself. And I don't want anyone else to have to feel that bad.
Oh.
But when I got up there and started playing, the first time in forever I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I had spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it.
Hey.
Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying to or not, you got me out of my comfort zone. So thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for helping me realize that I can do this. I'm glad I could help. You coming on stage, I didn't think you could stick your neck out for me like that, especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me. Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me! Quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth.
Huh?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but
Hey.
I'm glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his neck. What does the small of your neck mean? Like the small, like the back bit? I'm guessing that's what it means. But it's a weird name, the small of your neck. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. I can feel his smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too. Our teeth knocking against each other. I've had that. It's not fun. Having buck teeth is not the funnest thing in the world for kissing someone. Ow! The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Maybe you're right. Let's go back to my place. Keep your word. I'm gonna be complete. Did we still get a B? Don't give me a B again, please. I did good this time. He happy. S.
You lit an arcade fire in my heart.
Fuck. King of carrot flowers. If life gives you lemons... Okay. Was this Resi 5 again? It's rude to ask people about their mysterious hand tattoos. Whew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. Am I about to finish this? I've done the dates. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay. Gotta act natural. Be cool, Miles. Be cool. Amanda walks to the door and with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? No! You asked too many questions. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction. But even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government.
Aww.
Well, if they think they're going to take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Aww.
Yeah, I can tell. You're really bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I laid Amanda over to the kitchen table, where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but my Dad, you dramatically whipped the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops.
Alright.
No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? This is all 19 seasons! A bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this, thank you. I actually remember when I moved in with my dad in an apartment for college. At first we didn't really have a TV. I didn't have my computer while I was like waiting to get all my stuff. My little brother gave me his DS and a copy of Pokemon. It was Heart Gold or Soul Silver, I think. Was it Ruby Sapphire? Which one had Dialga? One of those. I had the one with Dialga. It's been a while. And that was like the first Pokemon game I've beaten. Which was nice. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. The dads! What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you.
Yes.
Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. Sorry, Mike. I'm gonna take a little drink.
All right.
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Miles, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them of fine quality. Screen printed with the logo and a visage of world-renowned witch house outfit, Vacant Vale. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Miles! Brian, you made it! Ah, I don't pass up on good mac. Jake isn't happy. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See? See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, thin child who tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro! This is a real rager, taking our old age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Oh, I forgot he had daughters. Because, you know, we didn't play much of his story. Although, considering that I'm, like, exclusively dated Matt, we had a lot of interactions with, Craig. And not so many, like, interactions with everyone else. Like, no other dads texted us. He did. But I guess that's because he's our friend. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Greg. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for that, Thank you for the all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls? How much of that did you eat? Briar ate four pieces. Ask any witnesses. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang out again, yeah?
Hey.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've Joseph. A lot of the dads kind of have this voice. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep. Couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, See you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Miles. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for her finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Jesus Christ, she zoomed by. Amanda, come say hi to your teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Hey.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're still mad at that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Ah.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So, she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table.
No.
Good stuff. Yep.
Hmm?
See you later.
Oh.
What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucian. He knows. I know, but I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. I spot Amanda and Carmencita in a corner of the party. I wonder what they're up to. As I walk up, I can tell they're already deep in conversation. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you gotta establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? No, just find a group of people that you like and then hang out with them. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey guys. Hey Amanda's dad. Carmencita here. Carmencita here is getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone. Sousaphone days. Flute it is. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmencita, me and Amanda still on for dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. I guess that explains the trophy. I better keep making rounds. I leave the two to keep conspiring. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to be to have eaten their fill. Words. I know it's the end. Just make it through, Alex. You can do this. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. Me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you. But I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this. And I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Miles, if you cry. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. World's best dad achievement? Intentionally and unintentionally, you're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. Wonder what that's for. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. You glance over to the back of the yard where Matt is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Oh, that's a gorgeous tree. I take a seat next to Matt as the last guests make their way out of the party. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Cameron Cedars middle school graduation is coming up in a year or two. I'm sure for the right fee, I could put something together. Only if I get two DJ. Jesus, words. Matt looks down at his hands. It seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say.
Man.
Hey, I just wanted to say that...
Oh.
Oh gosh, this is gonna come out dumb no matter how I say it, so here goes.
Hey.
I haven't felt this happy in a long time. Whoa.
Oh.
You brought out the best in me. And it wasn't just because of the ska. Although that was really cute.
Oh.
Every moment that we've gotten to spend together since we've met has been an adventure, and I just hope that we get to keep doing that. Make a pretty good team, you know? I mean, I'll let you handle the music playing, and the music singing, and actually pretty much anything related to music, but I can organize a party pretty well. I'm also good at kissing, so that's a big plus.
Hey.
That's true. You are very nice to kiss. I slide my arm around Matt and run my fingers through his hair, giving him a small kiss on his cheek. On the cheek, he giggles.
Hey.
See? That was a good one. And hey, I've actually been working on some new stuff. Feels really great to be writing again. Oh man, Matt, that's amazing! I'd love to hear it. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If you were comfortable sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some new tunes I'm working on in the studio later. You know I'm going to insist that we add a horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. I can't keep melting like this. This is too cute. We did it! Leighton and Vernon! Yeah, they were the creators. Leighton and Vernon. Tyler was the director and lead designer. Aaron produced, and so did Brent. Narrative designer was Jory Griffiths. UI designer and developer was Greg Batha. I can't read all these names so fast. Erica Ishii was Amanda. Barry was Brian. I can't read. Susie was Val. Okay. We did it. We got through Dream Daddy. This was such a wholesome game. And funny. Build a dad. Designers. Oh yeah, at the start, right. I don't think I did the penguin minigame, dad battle either, radio minigame, piano minigame. I did that one. I think I sucked. Yeah, we did it. Whittling minigame, skee ball, golf, fishing. Concert. That one I did. Jory, of course. Gargoyle. Running. Oh yeah, I did that one. And whenever I see Jory in any Game Grumps stuff, he's such a sweet bean. I love him. This is not DVP, but PUP. Ballad of a Fallen Dad. Daughter Bragg Battle Theme. Audio assistant was John Hume. Quality assurance. Test company, please ignore. What? Okay. QA open source software, Inc. Playtesters. Ooh, that's a fair handful. Alex Gross, that's me. It's a big special thanks. Many, many things. And all of our dads. Aw. A game from Game Grumps Incorporated. I am happy with my choice. I actually got him. I didn't fail. I was worried I would. Oh, cute. You're the best, Pops, Amanda. Show me the pictures. Oh. Take another sip just for that. Okay, I think that's enough thirst. Oh, look at that gorgeous man. Okay, I'm okay. We can move on. Don't look. Matt was so sweet. He's a kind being. I love him. And I'm glad we ended up picking him. He's so nice. Just from his awkward demeanor, the way he was. Like, he just gets lost in thoughts and he's so passionate about stuff. I was like, him. I want him. I love him. He nice. Oh, I definitely drank way too much just there. Oh, look, we just hit the 2-hour mark. So this was just one recording and I've been sitting way too low for too long. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for joining me on this series. I don't even remember how many videos I did. Like, I don't know, a handful it feels like, but mistakes were made. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining us. I would say I liked that I got to test my voice acting stuff, but I'm not a voice actor, so I just tried to do voices, and some were different, some were similar. But yes, I loved this a lot, and I'm glad I finally played it, because it's been on my radar for a while. Like, the artwork is good, the minigames are fun, the writing is really funny, it's very wholesome. I love it. It was just really good. Thank you for joining. Next time. See you.